District babies are the best babies.
The district? The Central?
Can we talk about the South End got the most culture?
And how we came up with the gigs dance?
But what Seattle really got the gigger team.
This is Seattle from the inside out.
From the inside out. What's good, Seattle? It's
Miracle.
Foodie.
and Ajala. Welcome to our 7th episode of the Youth Insider Podcast from the Inside Out, sponsored by the Southeast Network. Today, we're here to talk about, Seattle, the community, what's going on here in Seattle, not only as a whole city, but more specifically, Southeast Seattle. So we're here today with the artist, somebody heavy stepping through the community.
Hey.
Somebody, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are familiar with him. We're here with G Baby.
For sure. G Baby, yeah, that's my name. From the family of South South, if you didn't know. How you guys doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Trying to keep my head above water, my 10 toes on the ground.
I feel it. So before we get into, what we're discussing today, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from South Seattle. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So when you say South Seattle, do you mean like South Seattle or like South End?
I mean like like the south end of Seattle, like Rainier Beach community, like from Henderson to Genesee. A little bit by Franklin. That's all like the south end, you could really say. You feel me? Some people by Franklin choose to go the other way and go to the CD.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's the center.
that's the borderline right there. Yeah, from Rainier Beach. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up by Kubota Gardens, literally right over there. I ain't gonna give you too much other details. But
Yep.
yeah.
No, I feel it. So like, tell us a little bit about like your upbringing. Like, what's it like growing up in the South End?
What I would say my life was like, I would say it was rough, but I made it look easy. It wasn't really as bad as it is in other places. It could have been worse. I could say that. As a whole, most people out here were honestly really blessed. It's not really as heavy as you think it would be. But there's just little ups and downs. Every place got a little rocky road. So I guess where I'm from, it's more of it was like dogs. It's like if you couldn't make it in the dog pen, you just had to get out. You wasn't there. You just had to just venture out and be in a different area. If you couldn't really be in South Seattle like that, if you couldn't hang with pit bulls, if you was a Chihuahua, you went somewhere else. So I guess where I'm from, it's an area that turns pets into wild animals, but they also know how to maintain a pet mindset when they're around other pets, if you get what I mean.
I feel so. You're saying like South Seattle in a nutshell is like a jungle.
Yeah, it's a jungle, and it makes you an animal, but a good animal. It makes you the animal that it makes you the animal. Basically, where I'm from, you always got to look back. So if you're always looking back and you're always keeping your head on a swivel, you always are aware of your surroundings, and it's always good to be aware of your surroundings. I was taught to play chess, not checkers, long story short. So, it's like, it makes you have a little, like a chip on your shoulder, but you also know how to be a positive, civilized person, or when you're around that type of environment, Yeah.
Got it. So, looking into the South End, you're pretty young. Just like us, we're pretty young as well. And
For
then
sure.
so with, school in the South End, you have Asa Mercer, Aki Karosi, South Shore, Dunlap, Rainier Beach, Franklin, Cleveland. I'm not from here. So I'm not from here. I'm not from here. So add on if I forget anything. But like, what schools do you go
you're
to?
right. I was right on the block. I went to South Shore, and then across the street went right to Rainier Beach. I wasn't really in school like that, I can honestly say, like, you feel me? I was blessed to walk across the stage, even though it was from an interagency. But I mainly went to Rainier Beach. Didn't really go to school like that, so I ended up I was focused on hoop. Hoop is the main thing. That's another thing about being in Seattle. It's like if you're a part of the minority, you're either playing sports, you're making music, or you're trapping. Like you just it's hard to get a job, I guess, when you're a part of the minority. So but especially being a male too. I don't know. I guess they say it's harder for females, but where I'm from, females get all the jobs quicker than us. So as soon as they turn 16, they're us. McDonald's hired them. They don't hire me. So, but
What
nah.
about these programs though? Like their jobs?
The programs. Okay, what I can say, that's another thing that helped me along the way and kept me out of trouble. The Rainier Vista. Shout out the Boys and Girls Club. Shout out Auntie Marty. Shout out Richard.
Network,
You feel me? Yeah. All the little youth programs, they definitely help people get out the way. But if you actually know me, like I have very expensive habits. So just the money wasn't cutting it from the youth force. So I had to get some more stuff. I had family to feed. I had stuff to buy. So it was just bad. It was just one of those. But I went to Rainier Beach, went to South Shore, moved from Rainier Beach, went to Foster, and then I went back to Rainier Beach, and then everyone thinks I got kicked out. I chose to go to an interagency, and then I was gonna come back, but the principal, he sold me a dream. Basically, he told me I can go get my grades up, and then I went to get my grades up. And when I was ready to come back, they didn't let me come back. So I was really honestly not going to graduate. I said, F it, and just stop going to school. But my teacher, she was a really nice lady. And she told me that the papers that I needed to turn in, honestly, I wasn't going to ever use them in the future. So she just signed a waiver and boom, I walked that stage, got my diploma.
Got you. Well, congrats on that.
Appreciate it.
And so digging deeper into what you said, you had mentioned that like you're in school, but you like weren't really in school.
Yeah.
So like while in school, like what kept you like from going to school? Because obviously it's like we all make a conscious decision to go to school, but then also the way our life is set up sometimes, we prioritize other things. It's like what kept you like from going to school?
I guess I can honestly say me it was like I had too much of a second I second guess it too much. Like I will question. I don't care if like for example, if you tell me the sky is blue, I want you to tell me why. Like I understand it's blue, but I want you to tell me why it's blue. Why is it blue? Like get deeper into that thought. I just need explanation. So with school, it was like that. I felt like school wasn't for me. It's just like I needed to be explained why I needed to be in that class. Like I already learned reading, writing, math, basic math, and like the stuff that I needed to survive in the world, I guess. So I didn't understand why I needed to be in school, and I was just hard-headed. I honestly wish that I could go back and go to school, but I can't stop moving. So I don't like being in one place like that. Like I got really bad ADHD, so I was just moving. I just didn't want to be in class, and that's another reason why I went to Rainier Beach. Cause shout out Rainier Beach, they're actually really a family school. People say it's a ghetto, and they don't really do nothing. But all the teachers there,
they care
honestly,
about you.
they care about like what you got going on. I used to tell every teacher before the year started, when I meet my new teachers for the semester, I told them what I had going on. I wouldn't tell them like I got family problems. I got hella sisters that I worry about. I worry about my mom more than everything. That's really what I worry about. So I don't like to see her down, and I don't really like to ask her for money. So I was just doing whatever and whenever I can go get some money. And I'm Puerto Rican, so at a point in time, it was like, nigga, you gotta be in when them street lights is on. So I was trying to get it whenever I could. So when that was school time, I was let out the house until I got bad enough or more hard headed and just stopped listening. And my mom realized I wasn't gonna come home when she was telling me to come home. But we moved past that and then have an even more better relationship than we ever had when we started off. You know, just had to go through them ups and downs. But yeah, really mainly just want to have fun, wanting to be with everybody else. Yeah, I learned you give respect, you get respect. That's how it is with me.
I feel it. So like fast forward past school, I know you've been doing music for a minute.
Yes, sir.
You know, so like what's the music life? Like what's like the Seattle artist life?
I'm not gonna cap, bro. You know, it's funny how you just said that, and I never thought of looking at it like this, but I just looked at it like this, like just right now. This being an artist in Seattle, well, like actually, like I guess I'm not really popping like that. I don't want to be cocky or conceited, but you know, like being like one of the bigger artists in Seattle, it's like the American dream to an immigrant. It's not real. Everyone thinks that I'm rich, I'm popping, I'm doing all that. I am living the same life I was living yesterday, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, before I started rapping. So, I mean, yeah, I might have took some flights out of my own money and made some good songs for booking sessions out of my own money, but nothing's given to you. You know, I haven't had a handout. I haven't had none of that. Like, I literally paid for all of my stuff. And that's why people get mad at me for features a lot of the time. Like, I charge them for a feature. You should charge anybody for a feature, for one, because that's the business of this music. You would understand, you feel me, if someone is making music and they don't charge you unless they reached out to you trying to get on a song and you wanted to get on a song with them, like, nah, it's cool. You don't even got to do that. I wanted to get on a song with you. That's a different type of connection. But when you see that it's not just music, it's a business, then you start to understand, like, you understand what the other person has probably went through because you probably went through the same thing through this business. Nothing's given to you. I have to pay for studio sessions, video shoots. I have to give out ideas because some videographers don't know what to do or write treatments on the video. They just say, where are we going and are we doing this and how many people are going to be here? I need the videographer to help me out with the video. Like, you're shooting it, bro. You're supposed to be putting your input into it, saying you should think we should do this and think we should do that. But nah, yeah, bro. I say it's really a dream, bro. If you're not like Drake, Jay-Z, if you're not any one of those people, and those two people I just named, and there's many more I could name, those people also have side businesses and side hustles. You're not going to get no money off of music, making music, just in general. You have to have a side hustle. Invest. That's all I advise. Literally.
No, I feel like with music, I'm not a rapper or nothing, but I be trying to, like, support local artists and stuff.
No,
and
sure.
like, it's like, especially like when you like know the person too, grew up with them, went to school, whatever case may be. And I feel like with Seattle, it's like, as far as support, Seattle's like a hype city. Like, we just like wait until like somebody else listens to them, and it's like that with like everything in Seattle. I think that's like weird because it's like it could be even.
It's because no one wants to hold nobody's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to just stay in their own circle. So it's like for example, like I'm South, feel me? And it's not even really people like, that's why I said before the interview started like that, because we're South, we're a family. You feel me? Bro over there, he's South, you feel me? He don't rap though, It's just me and Shot a Pistol, we make music. But South's a family, bro. We don't do the, like, oh, we're all rapping, so I'm South. Nah, it's none of that, bro. We're individual artists. He Shot a Pistol, I'm G, baby, you feel me? But we're South as a family. But I was only saying that, bringing it up, because we're South. There's GGG. There's Rainer Rap Music. And we could all be one. We're all from the South end. Feel me? But no one wants to be like, I used or I needed South's hand or helping hand to get to where I needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
most people, because the main mindset that you have is elevation requires separation. But elevation requires separation, but you can't forget that you need a team to win. And that's just facts of life.
No, I feel it. So if like, I don't know, 2020 has been like a really crazy year. Not even like globally, but like locally, like on every level. So like, how has like 2020 affected you? Not only as an artist, not only as G Baby, but as you.
2020 made me 2020 made me a square. And what I mean by that is, see, there's squares that people be like, oh, he's a square, he's a scrub, you know? What I mean by a square is I'm sharp on all four corners. Like, I literally play chess and I don't play checkers. And that's what 2020 helped me. It literally was it was like a stepping stone. It was a wrecking ball. That's what I could say. It was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of reals and a lot of fakes. You feel me? And I just seen a lot. I was reading a real big coloring book. So you feel me? I seen everybody's true colors. So I just been chilling. I step back and I'm gonna keep watching this movie and hoping that it ends the way I want it to, and not a cliffhanger. But that's how 2020 brought to me so far, literally.
No, I feel it. I don't know. One thing that like really stuck out to me was like the rise in like violence and crime. And it's like, you don't have to like talk on it like any specific situations, but like, why do you think there was an increase in violence and crimes, especially like in our community?
I think all that happened because more of a social media and like the way the news portrays everything to be. It made Black Lives Matter a dangerous movement. That's how I feel. It made us all seem like a dangerous movement because looting started because of what the police are doing to us, which is making Black Lives Matter do more protests, but which is also starting looting and riots and all that shit like that. It's making us look bad. They're really, look, long story short, they're only scared because we can actually eliminate them without killing them.
Exactly.
And that's
Your
what they're scared of.
genetics, like literally.
Trump, I'll give it to him. He was putting it out there. He was bold. Like, I will fuck you guys up. This is what I'm going to do it. And this is how I'm going to fuck you guys up. Biden is,
you gotta watch him extra.
putting it, you
cautious.
feel me?
know.
And to people like me, I don't pay attention to that. So I don't know what shit I've just missed. When he just threw some shit over my head and I didn't catch it, I'm like, I really don't like politics anyway.
Yeah.
First move, flee. Flee. Get out of here. Leave.
No, I feel it. Like, what I noticed in the election was like, heck of people were like telling me to vote for Biden, but just because of like, they don't want Trump in like office. But then it's like, I asked you, okay, like, why don't you want Trump in office, or what is Joe Biden going to do better?
Yeah.
They can't give me nothing. But then they also can't mention like the drug bill that he signed, the crime bill that he signed, that are keeping us like in jail for longer amounts of time for like
As
having
well as the
marijuana
vice
on us.
president.
I hear that
along
too.
his side.
But I feel, I'm not going to cap, bro. I hear that too. But
politics are just dirty in general to
I
me.
just don't think they're ever going to change it.
Cause I don't like. I think you just have to like look at like how much money, especially like private prisons, get, because it's like per inmate though as well. So that's why like certain like with certain cases, right, with like home invasion, it's like they try to charge you.
You know your
I know some stuff, but they try to charge you with like more than one charge. Like when you're like on a case, like okay, like did they have a weapon on them? Did they take anything? Okay, if they did have a weapon on them, was it registered to them? Was a serial number on the gun like marked off? So it's like the more time that they give you, the longer you're in jail, the more money that the government is going to make for you being in jail.
I'm not gonna cap, bro. If you go look up like it's sad to watch. If you look up the George Floyd video, there's gonna be like, bro, there's endless amounts of videos like on YouTube that police just do weird, bro. Like just weird. It's weird, bro. I don't know, bro. I laugh at a lot of serious too. So pardon me, but I don't know. I don't like the police. I don't really. Yeah, I don't like any. I don't think it's the police. I don't like the badge. I don't do the badge.
It's a system.
You could talk to me without your badge. There used to be a dude out here. I hope that Auntie Marty knows his name because I gotta find out his name. There used to be an officer in Seattle, and I hope there's officers like this in other places. He's a black dude too.
Officer Lucas, was it
He-
from South Shore?
he-
Does he be at RBCC?
No. I don't know.
Oh, Detective Cookie.
No,
that's
you
a
guys don't
lady.
know. No. He's
a woman.
he's
Yeah, I
older.
know, but I'm thinking he's just talking about
he's like your brother's generation. He's older than us. He used to be outside,
I
and
have no idea.
he's on some, like, if you was like acting tough towards a cop or just feeling like that dude, he'll take off his badge and tell you like, you want to go head up? We can fight. You feel me? I'll take off my waist, all that. And I've seen him do it with so many dudes, and he's real for that. He took some losses, took some wins, bro. But took some wins. But the fact is, like, it shows you the person behind that badge. Like, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He's seen what the person's going through. You feel me? Yep. Okay. I caught you with this much weed. You beat my ass. I'll let you go. Cause I don't care about weed like that. You know, certain shit like that. I'm not saying that's probably what really happened, but there's been situations like that I know he would let a person go. And that's when I say it's the person behind the badge. I just don't do the badge though.
No, I feel it's like with police, like my thing with police is like, I don't think policing is a bad thing. It's like, just like how it's like executed. Like
For
who's
sure.
behind the badge too? Is like, are you like, for example, let's say Rainier Beach, right? Well,
Yeah.
all the police patrolling, how many police patrolling Rainier Beach are actually from Rainier Beach?
Fact.
Then on top of that, it's like I've had way too many interactions to where it's like I'm in West Seattle over on High Point, like at the late night,
Fact.
or I'm at Rainier Beach late night, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I'm either entering late night or leaving late night, and like I had these police officers pressing me, but then they're either questioning me like my whereabouts, where I'm going. Like if you're from here, you would know that
I
I'm
just
going
got-
to the late night, and I have my basketball in my hand.
I just got pulled over. Pulled over the other day. Literally, I just got pulled over for the police, and the police officer seen me walk out the 7-Eleven. That's what's up. He seen me walk out the 7-Eleven, then decided to get behind me, and then told me he seen me throw a cigarette out my car. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes at all. And then number two,
Not to see.
my windows don't roll down.
Mhm.
So I literally was like, what? Like, my bad. I put my hands up. Cause I don't, my windows don't go down. You just seen my brother opens the door with the windows still up. Like the windows don't go down. You feel me? And he got the light all up in the car. You feel me? I'm like, yeah, bro, what you want, bro? You feel me? And then he's like, oh, you cut your hair. You feel me? That's what he said. I'm like, damn, blood.
Yeah, he already know who.
I'm like, I'm not even gonna argue with you, officer. You feel me? But he called his little back up, seen that my license and all that was good. You feel me? And let me go. But yeah, that's the life
Mhm.
of being in the South End. That's life of being me, I guess. Not even just being in the South End.
Then even then, like I think like police just approach things like hella weird because it's like I can't like I was at the bus stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get off the 106. I have two police officers questioning me like where I'm coming from. I'm getting off the bus, it's like right off of Henderson, so not like off of MLK, but the one between MLK and Rainier,
Yep.
right in front of the South Shore. And then so one of the police officers pulled her gun on me. I don't have nothing on me. I'm fresh off the bus. You're asking me all these questions, and then you pulled a gun to escalate the situation. So speaking on police and like with your interactions with police and like what you shared, like what do you think are like some good like alternatives for the police department?
Get to know your community, like you said. If you're not from that community, get to know your community, because you don't want to go handle the problem or situation wrong. Yeah.
No, I feel it. Like I just feel like my thing is like police are like too quick to judge us,
Fact.
and like they don't even know us.
They don't want to get to know you. They don't want to take the time to get to know you.
And then we try and make that effort, like talk to them, joke with them. It's like
They think you're playing.
right, and it's weird because it's like I mean, one thing is like I don't think every police officer is bad.
Nah, for sure. That's all. Yeah. Because
And
it's a person. It's the person. I just
Right.
don't trust your badge. I
Mm.
don't trust your badge. I've been arrested without having my Miranda rights read. So, you know,
Mm.
I don't do the police at all. Like, at all. They're just no-nos. they're just not cool. You feel me? I even got like, I'm not gonna say blood family, but I know some people who are police officers and they're cool, like you said. You feel me? Shout out one of the Seattle Police Department's members. I don't know his name, but his name is JoJo. Asian dude. Filipino to be exact, I think. But he used to always be at the late night. He's cool, but he gets to know his youth. You know, he knew what was going through, what people was going through. You feel me? And as much as he could, he used to help. I used to see him just on the humbug. He used to give me like, I didn't even know. I wouldn't have knew this if it wasn't for him. If you work for, I don't know if it's only Seattle, but if you're a police officer in Seattle, you get free McDonald's. Free McDonald's. Like I'm talking about you get a card. I promise you get a card. Like how you think that police officers gets donuts? No, they get McDonald's. They got a free card and you get any meal on there. You get any meal on the menu for free because you got that card. And I used to see him and just on the humbug just because he knows me, he knows my mom. He used to just give me hella of the cards. So then, because you know who knows the next time I'll see him. But you feel me? I'll go to one McDonald's. I'll go to another McDonald's. And I'm just eating whatever I want. Homies, oh, you want some food? I got you, bro. I got you one. You know, it's dope because you get the meal. Like, it just felt filthy, but I felt filthy. Like, I'm getting free McDonald's, and it's so filthy. Like, it's just filthy because especially just, I don't know, I'm not too much myself, but I hang with a lot of, not too much anymore, but I used to hang with a lot of ignorant people. I could say that, like, we just don't care. So, when you're getting food and you're ignorant, it's low key funny. I'm not. To me, it's funny. I don't know. It's not that much humorous to everybody else, but to me, it's pretty funny when the person who's serving you thinks like, "Oh, you don't got this," and then you get it. Like I've been it's like what is that called? Some profile. What is that called? Racial profile. Yes, racial profiling. Like I've been like that my whole life. It's always been like that. Even like still today, even when people just getting to know me, like, "Oh, are you Native American?" Like, yeah, I am Native American, but it's not the only thing I am. Like I have hella shit in me, or like, are you Filipino, shit like that? Like I got hella cultures, but I've always been racial profile. Like I went to LA and I bought these earrings actually. I was buying these earrings and the lady was like trying to lowball me because they said like I'm looking at the tag and they say 800, 830 something, da 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 da. So I'm asking, I'm like, are these 14K? Da 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 da. Okay. Are they diamonds real? You feel me? And she's like, yeah, they're not VS, but they're real. Da da da. I'm like, yep. Okay. Walked around. She's like, can I help you? And I'm like, yep. How much are those? You know? And she didn't even look at the earrings. She just looked at me and told me 500. I turned around fast. Just turned around. I got 500 for you, you know? And she gave me the earrings. And it was like that the whole time at the jewelry store, you feel me? All these different jewelers looking at me like I'm about to smash the glass, but that's because I got slippers on. I got slippers and a white tee and some regular shit on.
No, that's the thing. Whenever I'm in LA, I always gotta step out, have to wear designer because no matter what, if you walk into a designer store or something, they're just coming in to look.
They think you're stealing.
They just judge you no matter like what.
They're looking at me like, this boy got tattoos and he got a tattoo on his face. What is he getting? I need that. They're making sure they got 5 people by the door while I'm getting that, So I'm just like, it's good, bro. I don't even trip no more. And but that's when like the little ignorance come out. Like, like why are you guys doing that? You guys just tripping. You guys don't gotta do that to a person like me. I ain't that type of guy.
Yeah, so moving out of 2020, you already announced, you're a square. Not a square like that, but elevated square,
Come on, playing chess.
So moving in 2021, what's next for G Baby?
Long story short, I'm gonna just say big things. A whole lot of new gonna come out. I got a whole lot of music I'm about to flood the city with. I got a solo project I'm coming out soon. I don't know a date yet. I know it's called The Life of G Baby. No, I just lied. It's called Life of a Baby. That's what it's called. And then Yeah, just big things. Just expect some big things on the way. Tours and some more.
Got it. And then, so where can the listeners like find you, reach you, and then like check your stuff out?
All major platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, yeah, Apple Music, all that, all the good stuff. Everything you think. If you can't find nothing, just go on YouTube.
What's
it's
the
great.
at?
You at?
The at?
Your handle,
Social.
like, is it?
At IG is that _G baby. I don't have a Twitter. I need to make one. It's probably gonna be the same thing. Everything's gonna be the same thing. If you want to get to know me more, Snapchat, down with it, G baby.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for coming on the show today. We appreciate you.
It's
Sudi, how can they reach us?
SRB Youth Insider on Instagram. You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
thank you, Seattle.
that's South.
Stay groovy.